Good morning. This is Dina Miller with QK4 bringing you up-to-date information on our current small urban area study. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet initiated a small urban area study in the spring of 2019 for urbanized areas of Boyd and Greenup counties. The study identified and examined transportation issues related to safety and congestion. As shown on the right, the study boundary begins on US 23 at I-64 in Boyd County, passes through the city of Ashland, drops back to include the US 60 corridor, and extends past the Industrial Parkway to the city of Greenup in Greenup County. It covers roughly 50 square miles, and study efforts were focused on approximately 90 miles of state-maintained routes and nearly 11 miles of local routes. As of the February 2020 status update, previous studies and committed projects were identified, existing conditions and traffic operations were inventoried, 3-year crash analyses were completed, environmental research was underway, initial and public meetings were held, and online public engagement activities were wrapping up. Since February, 291 public comments were collated and mapped, 24 improvement concepts were identified, planning level cost estimates were developed, potential projects were prioritized, and the draft report was submitted in June 2020. Concept development. Improvement concepts focus primarily on areas with existing safety concerns identified by documented crash records and community input. Crash data is shown on the left and a heat map of public comments on the right. Project team members produced a list of improvement concepts which included 9 long-term projects shown in yellow on the map to the right, 10 short-term shown in orange, and 5 local projects shown in pink. Prioritization. In May 2020, a webinar and online survey were used to capture local officials' and stakeholders' priorities for identified improvement concepts. The process incorporated traffic operations, safety considerations, project team input, local officials' rankings, and other factors for placement into high, medium, or low categories. An exception to the process was made for short-term projects. By nature, the short-term spot improvements represent low-cost, quick solutions that can be addressed as soon as funding becomes available. Rather than prioritize these, the project team agreed that all 10 short-term spots represent short-term priorities. Many represent maintenance actions independent of more competitive funding streams. Short-term spot improvement locations are presented on the map at the right of the screen and summarized in the table that follows. The short-term spots are mostly intersection improvements to improve visibility through high-vis backplates, advanced warning signs, fresh striping, or clearing vegetation. Other locations examine warrants to upgrade stop signs or signals. 7 high-priority spots include a mix of improvement types, from added turn lanes to minor widening and realignment. The 6 medium priority projects include adding 2-way left turn lanes along portions of US 60, reconstructing intersections to improve performance, adding sidewalk, and installing another traffic signal along Dietrich Boulevard. One remaining concept was rated a low priority. It was a planning study to examine improved mobility from the Ashland Airport to US 23. This project corresponds to CHAF number IP 2004-0035. As part of this study effort, individual detailed project sheets were developed and are included in the report for quick reference. The final report will be submitted in August 2020. Contact information is provided for KYTC and QK4 if additional information is needed. At this point, we'd like to say thank you to KYTC and to Kiowa personnel for being such great partners. It really has been a pleasure. Thanks.